Hello beautiful people, welcome to my channel Motivated and Inspired. My name is Mimi Fit. I have had people contacting me asking for this same question. I have answered this question in most of my videos. Videos concerning life or studies or work experience in Barcelona or Spain in a whole. But I still get it. So I decided to make this video just dedicated to that. And the question is, can one work with student visa in Spain? The answer is no. No, you cannot work in Spain with student visa legally. You can, however, do internship whilst you are studying with that residence, but you cannot study and work. So let me break it down. This is the impression most people have. I have it. One of my friends that I met here from Ghana had the same impression. We got here and it's impossible. You can come here as a student, especially if your course is more than 6 months. Then you get a visa D type that allows you to renovate your residence every time your studies is over. Your student visa only allows you to do internship whilst you are studying. Now, you cannot do more than 20 hours. The maximum is 20 hours in a week. You cannot do more than that. And it should be shared between your study time and then the work. Okay, so if your study time is like 10 hours in a week and you think for that reason you can work for 30 hours, no, you cannot work and you cannot do internship more than 30 hours. Okay, the maximum is 20 hours in a week internship. And this internship should be an agreement between the company that is giving you that internship and also your university or your school. That's one thing to get in mind. You can, however, pay agency to look for internship for you. That's up to you. That's also available, but it's very expensive. And as I said, your hours are limited. Okay, your internship working hours are limited. Secondly, and most importantly, your income out of that internship shouldn't be your source of income to keep you for the whole period that you are living in Spain. Okay, let me explain. When you are, the requirement is at least for you to have 500 plus euro. Minimum should be 500 plus. Okay, so let's say that when you want to renovate your residence as a student, the requirement is for you to have at least 500 euros each month times the number of months you're going to live in Spain or you are extending your visa. Okay, so if your course is going to take you 10 months, it must be specified in the documents that you're extending from the school, that you're extending your residence and it's for this duration. Then by that you calculate. If it's for 10 months, you should have 5,000 plus. Okay, so each month is 500 euros. So therefore they are saying that your work, the internship that you're doing, shouldn't quantify to that amount, which means that it must be lower than 500 euros. So you must get 200, 300, 400. It must be lesser than the specific amount. Laws keep changing in Spain and it keeps changing to favor everybody. So maybe it goes lower or higher, all right? But regardless of what the case is, you cannot exceed that given amount of money. So it means that in simple words, no, you cannot work as a student with a student residence. If you have another residence, let's say you got here as a student, you got married, or you did pareja de hecho, okay, which is cohabiting and is registered, and you get a different residence, you can still school, but your residence does not depend on your schooling, right? So you have a different kind of residence that will permit you to work. So it's up to you to decide whether you can share your schooling time, your schooling hours, plus working. That is up to you. However, if your residence depends on your studies, and for that reason, therefore, you have a student residence, you cannot work. Legally, you cannot work. Legally, you can't. This will be very difficult for you. However, I want to state it clear, loud and clear, that it doesn't mean that there are no possibilities. I couldn't work when I came. I know other people who couldn't work also because they didn't have their social security. Because the only way you can get your social security is when you have a document or a resident type that allows you to work. They will check all of that, and then they give you your social security number, because the company you're going to be working for will ask for that, unless you are not operating and the company is not operating legally. But if it's legal, this is the procedure. And if you don't have that, you cannot. However, I do know someone who happens to be my best friend who had her social security number with student residence. But guess what? She's Caucasian. So I don't know, like things could work out for you, even though it's illegal. Like they just give it to you. Maybe the one who attend to you. Things like this happen in Spain. You go to the same office, and then people are treated differently, not by your gender or by your race, but because I've had an instance where two Africans went to the same office on different days, and then they were told different stories. So I cannot say it based on race or gender. No, there are so many cases. Because I belong into an expat community, so there are so many cases here, and it's not about your race or your gender. It's just someday you meet someone else who doesn't know much or is new in the office, and they give you some wrong information, or they give you an information that favors you, but that can come back to bite you in the ass someday, because I've experienced a lot in Spain. So get it in your mind, you cannot work with student visa in Spain. You cannot work with student visa in Spain. You can only do internship, and you are limited. I hope that this video does help you and has given you all the information that you need. I am here to help anyone who needs any kind of information that will help him or her to be able to travel to Spain. However, please do make sure that you do watch the videos and get the information before you come to me. If you send me an email asking about a topic that I already treated on my YouTube, I'm sorry, but I will not attend to you, because there are other people with other needs who needs to be attended to, because I haven't put in the information here. Also, I just want to bring to your notice that if you want to come to Spain to study Spanish language, I do have a connection with a particular school that can give you really amazing good offer, and also grants you all the documents that you will need for your visa requirement to be able to come to Spain as a student. Remember, you can change your residence when you get to Spain after 3 years of being a student. Thank you very much for watching this video. Do have a wonderful day. Be productive, be bold, be you. Do whatever you want to do, as much as you're not hurting anyone, but most of all, be motivated and inspired.
Stay motivated and inspired.
Hello, thank you for watching my video. If you do like the content I create, please support me by subscribing. Thank you.